My name is Elysia English and welcome to my channel. During this video, I'm going to show you how you can create amazing events using your Cricut Maker 3. Some of these projects will look really time consuming and really high end, but they're quick, fun, and easy to do using the Cricut Maker 3. Last year we missed out on a lot of celebrations with our friends and family, and so this year we can finally get back to creating those parties that we enjoy and spending those memorable moments together. Thank you so much to Cricut Canada for sponsoring this video. During this video, I'm going to specifically focus on outdoor weddings, and I've always dreamt of being able to host a garden outdoor wedding. We just happen to have a beautiful brook beside our property, and I thought that would be the perfect location to do this garden party. I love reflections and gold accents when you go to a wedding, and so we're going to use a mirror to be able to reflect the beautiful garden scene outdoor party that we're going to host on our brook. When using the Cricut Maker 3, you get to use the creative design space. And on the Design Space app, you'll find so many designs in every category of any project that you want to work on. So today I searched for weddings and I found a beautiful welcome to the wedding, and we're going to actually have this on permanent vinyl. It's so easy to use. All you do is find your design online, you can customize it if you'd like to, and you're going to send it through Bluetooth to cut on your machine. Then your vinyl is going to cut out on your machine, and there you have the design ready to be able to weed out and put onto the material that you're going to use. In this case, I'm going to use a beautiful mirror. Okay, let's get to work. So because I want my lettering to be white, I'm going to remove all of the vinyl that I don't want to see on my design. Now that I have most of the outer vinyl removed, I get to go in with my Cricut weeding tool and remove all of the insides of the lettering and any other details I don't want to see on my mirror. Now that I have everything weeded out and we have our beautiful design, we want to be able to transfer this vinyl onto the material of the mirror. And to do that, I'm going to use a Cricut transfer tape. You'll see there's a grid on it which helps you kind of measure out what size you need for your actual project. And you're going to remove the paper backing. So one side is sticky and one side is dull, and you're going to place it on top of your design. Then I'm going to use my other Cricut tool and I'm going to press it onto the actual vinyl here, just creating a little bit of a seal. And you want to go over the front and the back. Now you're going to remove the paper backing that was on your original vinyl, and you'll see that my vinyl is now gripped onto my transfer tape. Now that we have our transfer tape and our vinyl stuck together, we're going to transfer this onto the mirror. For project number 2, we're going to light up our garden party by creating some cardstock lanterns. I absolutely love candles at weddings, but I thought I would take it a little bit more creative than just your traditional candles on a table setting and make these 3D lanterns. They are so beautiful. I wanted to go with a really neutral color scheme so that everything in the garden that will be colorful would be the focal point. And so we went with a white cardstock. And I went to the Cricut Design Space and looked up some Moroccan lanterns with the cardstock and was able to cut them out using a 30 centimeter by 30 centimeter cardstock. So you can see we have some parts here that are already been cut out by using the light grip mat. You want to be able to use the light grip mat because otherwise your cardstock is going to stick to your standard mat and maybe even tear your paper. So make sure to go with the green light grip mat. So now what I have is I have some scoring and some cut up parts that have already been cut for me using my cut machine. And I need to now create these in a 3D aspect. I also was able to use the cut machine to be able to create out the little glass sills that will go in my lanterns. And so we're going to glue this all together and follow the directions that are right underneath the design in the design space on how to assemble these lanterns. I'm going to use some pretty quick drying glue because you don't want to sit and hold this for a really long time, and first put on the glass of my lanterns. For the cardstock on the paper, I used the Cricut cardstock, but for the glass, I actually used the cellophane packaging that my cut mat came into to be able to create this glass. This design that I found on the Cricut Design Space actually gave me two different sizes of lanterns, a larger one and a smaller one. The larger one was cut into two different pieces and a base for the lantern, and then the smaller one was cut all together. So you can see this is how the smaller one cut out here. And now I get to put in the clear glass on this one as well and follow the scores to be able to build it and make it three-dimensional. This is going to give some dimension to our wedding table. For project number 3, we're going to make a table setting number card for the table for our faux garden wedding. And since we're only going to have one table for our faux wedding, we're going to label this table number 1. Don't forget, you can actually customize using the design space. You can add your own guest names to your table number cards if you want to do that as a customary addition to your table numbers. It's a nice way for guests to be able to see where they're going to sit and at which table. For table number 1, we're going to use a piece of Cricut cardstock to trace out the shape that is the back of a gold frame that we're going to use. So I'm just going to cut around the shape. We just want to be able to have basically a blank canvas for our table number. This is now going to be the backer that's going to fit inside of our frame. So it's the same size as our glass here. And we're going to use the back and put it on so that it's just sitting into place. So I created a number 1, which I mirrored because I wanted to go the correct direction when I put it onto my glass from the inside. Because my number 1 is very simple and it's not a really detailed font or anything, I don't need to transfer tape it, but you can do that if you wish. And I want mine to go in the middle of the glass on my frame. When the glass is the right way, my 1 is facing the correct direction once it's going to be on my table number here. You can see it where it's going to go in my frame. But I want to add some of our little garden flowers, just some wildflowers from our property around the background here, and I'm going to press them into the frame, just adding some garden details around the outside.
Give me your strength and show me your weakness. We're in this together now. We're in this together now. Give me your love and tell me your secrets. 'Cause we're in this together now. Yeah, we're in this together now. I'll keep you safe, I'll give you my everything. Even if we're falling down, even if we're falling down, all of me is yours, every part of me. 'Cause we're in this together now, you and me together now.
I hope that this video inspired you to create some of your own events. Not only are you able to customize it, but it allows you to be able to think out of the box. If you're not an incredibly creative person, that's okay. Cricut has your back. You can go to the design space where you can find designs already made for you. And then you can add them to the ideas that you come up with on your own. It was so fast, so easy, and incredibly simple to be able to put these projects together. I was able to create 3 wedding decor DIYs using my Cricut Maker 3. I used some Cricut design products to be able to bring these items to life. We created a beautiful table number, which we're a table of 1 today at our faux garden wedding. We were able to use some pressed flowers from the garden and just bring that garden vibe to life. These paper lanterns are amazing, and I love that I can put in the battery operated candles only, of course. Today is really windy and we weren't able to get candles lit on our table here, but I think you get the idea just how beautiful these are. They were really easy to make and the cardstock was beautiful to work with. It was definitely a fun project that I know I'll use for ideas in other events that we do. I was able to use a thrifted mirror to make a welcome to our wedding sign. You could customize this with a wedding name and make it a lot more personal using the Cricut Maker Design Space program. I'm really excited about all the projects that we made today. Let me know in the comment section which was your favorite, and wouldn't you want to get married in such a beautiful space? Thank you again so much to Cricut Canada for cheering us on, supporting our channel, and for sponsoring today's video. See you on the next episode.